So let's talk about what Bruce Orr said. We're starting to get some words, information about what was said behind closed doors. And it turns out the man that worked for the Department of Justice, whose wife worked for Fusion GPS, who seemed to be in regular contact with Christopher Steele, was also in regular contact with a lot of people, including the FBI, including Weissman, who ends up being, in the future, ends up being one of the key henchmen for Robert Mueller. Bruce Orr was in the middle. He was the hub of all this.
This is becoming so incredibly convoluted that I just wonder, will someone get a hold of it? And if Jeff Sessions won't, he should step down and let someone do it. But we have the most disgusting both conspiracy and cover-up. And I just don't know if Americans really fully understand what's happened here. But what's happened is the highest levels of the FBI and the Department of Justice conspired and colluded to bring down a president. Think about that for a moment. The highest levels of government. These weren't political operatives. These weren't people from the DNC. They conspired with people from the DNC. They used money that the DNC and Hillary supplied. These were our taxpayer-funded government officials who were trying to bring down an elected president in our own country. And if somebody doesn't hold them accountable for this, if we don't unravel it, and if some of those smug, arrogant people sitting on the other networks this morning around their little tables talking about the president and dismissing him, if they don't open their eyes and see what's happening, we've lost our country. I know that sounds melodramatic, but I'm telling you,
no,
it is
not
that serious.
Governor,
it truly is.
Who holds them accountable? You use the right word, convoluted. Is it the Attorney General? Who is it that ultimately needs to investigate the investigators and bring it to account?
Well, you have two options. It can be done from the executive branch through the Attorney General, the proper place for it to start. The problem is virtually everyone within shouting distance and touching distance of the Attorney General is highly implicated and involved, and that makes it difficult. So you're going to have to reach down into the Justice Department, away from Washington, away from all of these people who are not connected and who have extraordinary guts to do it, or it'll never get done. The other option is that Congress, in its oversight capacity, does it, but the Democrats are doing everything they can to block it. This is not like Watergate, when Democrats and Republicans worked together to uncover things that were hurtful to the country. These are people in the Democratic Party leadership that are only wanting to protect the Democrats and protect the people who conspired and covered up, and they don't want to uncover criminal activity, and that is a real threat. When I hear people say, you know, something Donald Trump tweeted is a threat to our democracy, the nonsense. It's a tweet. This is government action, and it is a threat to this great republic.
All right. Governor, let's talk about what's happening in California. There's another story out of California this morning. The head of the Democratic Party out there is now saying that you need to boycott In-N-Out Burger, a very famous restaurant chain for burgers.
Formal dining.
Out in that area. And most people who visit that area from the East Coast, they say, did you try In-N-Out Burger? Because they're so good. But they're saying to the Democratic Party, boycott In-N-Out Burger because they give money not only to the Republican Party, though, the Democratic Party, too. But they're saying still boycott.
Well, this is absurd. First of all, In-N-Out makes a great product. People are lined up 24 hours a day to get their burgers. Simple menu, but it's fresh. They have a great staff, and it's a wonderful company. You know, one of the only reasons that I ever go to California is to get an In-N-Out burger, and now I'm going to schedule some more trips just to get some In-N-Out burgers. First of all, they only gave $25,000, which is a very small pittance of amount of money to the Republican Party of California. I doubt that it made a big difference, but why can't a business express itself? Apple does it, Starbucks does it, Amazon does it. The Democrats seem to be fine as long as they get all the money. This is the hypocrisy, the double standard. We're seeing it at the Department of Justice, and then we see it out there in the party politics of the Democrats. I say don't boycott them, boycott them. Go buy more than you've ever bought. Hand out burgers to people if you're near an In-N-Out Burger. Make them even more prosperous.
A lot of people go to California for the beaches. You go there for the burgers. Very interesting, Governor.
And it shows.
That's not true. Governor, thanks so much.
Governor.
Appreciate it.
All right, let's hand it over to Jim.